everyone, so I'm here with Charlie today. Yes, hi. This is Charlie Bear, and so I have decided to go cruelty-free, or at least as much cruelty-free as possible as I can go with my cosmetic choices. Sorry, I'm a little sick and stuff, so I don't look that great and I don't sound that great either. But anyways, so I basically started getting into more research this weekend with cruelty-free, what products do and don't test on animals, the kind of tests that they do on animals, and so on. And I just decided that I absolutely cannot support it in any way. And I mean, this is obviously just my personal opinion and how I morally feel. Well, what I morally feel I can and can't do. I'm not trying to impose my opinion or my beliefs on anybody else, but I just thought I'd do this video to help others who want to go cruelty-free, or who maybe just don't realize the extent of animal testing out there in the beauty world with cosmetics and also household cleaners too. It's important to look at. Now, I can understand, or at least justify a little bit more, come here, it's okay. Testing on animals when it has to do with health, things like testing medicines and drugs and trying to find cures for diseases and stuff, because at least that is for sort of a greater good and to try and help other people and try to help, people who, you know, are obviously sick or really need something. So that I am not as concerned with, although I am going to do more research on that and really try and make a conscious effort to understand what's going on with the animals in every kind of testing. But when it comes to testing on animals when it comes to testing beauty products and household cleaners and stuff like that on animals, I just think that's ridiculous, because that's totally in vain and it's completely unnecessary. It doesn't need to happen. I mean, if a chemical is that harmful that you don't know if it can, you know, hurt a person or an animal, then don't use that chemical. I'm also incredibly sensitive to chemicals and fragrances and things like that. They can trigger headaches and migraines for me, so I already try and stay away from that. So within that, I've noticed that a lot of those products do tend to be cruelty-free because they don't have a need to test those chemicals on animals, since they're not putting those chemicals in their products. Now, this is probably the hardest thing I have, is Aveeno tests on animals, and I am so disappointed. I have used this lotion for at least 6 years now, religiously, every single day on my body and on my face, and I love it. And it has natural ingredients and it's 100% fragrance free, which is really important for me due to the negative reactions I have to chemicals and fragrances and other chemicals often used in moisturizers. But they are owned by Johnson & Johnson, which tests on animals, and Aveeno themselves does test on animals. So luckily this bottle is almost empty, and I'm going to stop using this and try and find another one that will work for me just as well, if not better. These are all things that I have not used yet, or have hardly used at all. Mostly that I got from Target. Garnier tests on animals. CoverGirl tests on animals. Aussie tests on animals. Downy is owned by Procter & Gamble, which is a huge offender of animal testing. This is actually a great brand. They do not test on animals. They have their little happy animal cruelty-free logo on the back, and they're recyclable, but this is just not what I meant to get, so that's why I'm returning it. But this Kinky Curly, great for curly-haired girls, and they don't test on animals. They are also organic. This is a really great brand. I would definitely recommend it, but this just wasn't what I needed, so that's why I'm returning it. Again, Johnson & Johnson baby products test on animals, so we are returning those, and they have not been opened. Maybelline tests on animals, unfortunately. I really like their mascara, and I'm going to have to start trying to find a different mascara that does not test on animals. Okay, so I just also wanted to say, the way I'm kind of looking at things, and as far as my research is going, what I have been noticing is that there are products that are not tested on animals, which is great, and then there are products that are cruelty-free, which is even better. Cruelty-free means that nothing in the product was tested on animals, it is not owned by a company that tests on animals, and it is completely free of animal testing, completely clear conscious as far as that goes. Not tested on animals can mean that that product, that specific product, was not tested on animals, but that either some of the ingredients in that product were tested on animals, or that their parent company does test on animals in general. So those are just some things to be aware of, and I kind of have a scale of products that are better than others. Like I said, like Neutrogena, I would be okay using as of right now, with the amount of knowledge that I have and my understanding of it. I'm okay with using Neutrogena because they are not tested on animals, and I also read that none of the proceeds specifically from Neutrogena contribute to animal testing. So I do feel better about that, but obviously not as good as I would feel about a company that is completely cruelty-free. So I have good and great, I guess, as far as that goes, and then unacceptable, which is any company or any product that is tested on animals. So I will also link some websites and lists where you can look up if a product was tested on animals and different brands and that sort of thing that I've found to be really helpful. So please let me know any information you have. I'm still learning about this, and it would be greatly appreciated. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. Again, I'm not trying to push my beliefs or, judge anybody, so just a little disclaimer. Anyways, I'm gonna go lay back down and take some more medicine. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.